Good morning. My name is Richard Purdom with Solar Graphics. We've been installing graphics since 1981 and earlier in the 70s. And today I'm going to demonstrate a reverse liner transfer method of transferring window film graphics to glass. Here we have a design. It's for a museum design, and it's been cut to the design. The window film can be put on by itself in a whole piece, and when you do graphics and cut out holes like this, it's very hard to transfer that by itself when you pull the liners off. So this reverse liner transfer method is an easy method to transfer graphics. The inherent problem of putting transfer tape on a large graphic, especially an 8 to 10 foot window graphic, is very difficult using a transfer tape. So we use a mylar transfer. It's called a reverse mylar transfer. We're going to use a scrap piece of film as the transfer medium. And using water, it's really a hydrostatic. The film will stick to the film, to the graphics, and we'll be demonstrating that over in the installation room. We use a more professional type of, this is called a window washing squeegee. It's usually wash a window with it. Things like that. There's other methods of window washing squeegee. You can get this at Home Depot. This is another method they sell at Home Depot. It's less expensive. We use this window washer squeegees. Then we have a heavier squeegee with a U93 blade. There's a blue blade, professionals that can be bought online at our website. And then we use the scrapers. This is a scraper to scrape the window down. It's a stainless steel blade, so it doesn't scratch the glass. It's a removable blade system. You can also get those at Home Depot. And with the Ofa knife, the trusty old Ofa knife. I'd like to discuss the solution that we use. This is filled with water here. This is about a quart of water. You can use it at Home Depot also. And we put about a teaspoon of lemon joy in water. You can use Johnson's baby shampoo. Don't use any dish detergent that is white. It has too many moisturizers and too much perfume and things like that. So the industry uses lemon joy or a professional solution. This will be sufficient. We've been using this for years. So we put about a teaspoon per quart. That's also online at our website, colorfilms.com, under the installation process. It shows you how to mix the soap solution. There's also some other tips online at our website. Window has to be clean. Take the scraper like this. And you scrape the window down, get your edges real good. And this is for demonstration purposes. Normally, we won't be working on a glass door. So this is like the window facing out of the window you're working with. Window washing squeegee. We use bounding towels only around the edges. The first step in starting the reverse liner technique of Solar Graphics is you have to put the base film down. This is a scrap piece of film that we have in the shop, and you can either use a liner of an old piece of window film, or you can use a whole piece of window film. This has been sprayed on, and we put this on here like this. Now this might be an 8-foot piece of film, and it might be a, you see how I have a crease in here like this? They have to be, if you look it up, it has to be totally flat. Okay, and it's best flat. So I'm going to squeegee this here so that the water is out. Now the liner is not off this film. There's no adhesive on this film. The liner and film are on the window. This is your transfer piece of film. This is what's going to transfer the graphic onto the window. Okay. Make sure there's no bubbles in it. There's still a lot of water in it. It's held on there hydrostatically. Water, just like we showed. Then we'll take the film with the liner out. If I pull this off, it'll expose the adhesive to the film. I spray this off again. Go out to the window. You see how I lay it down? Can't have any bubbles in this like this. You spray the film off. The liner is facing me. Film is on that side. The liner is out. Okay, now what I do is I take my hands down here like this. Always water it down so you can move it around. And this is so that there won't be any creases in the graphic. If you have a little bubble in the graphic and you squeegee it, it will crease it. So right now I'm just smoothing it out like a squeegee with my hand. I take the window washer squeegee, the one from Home Depot, doesn't make a difference. Squeegee, middle, at the top, to the right, to the left. And then down. This has to be, all water has to be out from the sides of the Mylar. And that's so the water doesn't fall back down when you pull the liner off. Okay, so if you have water up here and you pull the liner off, it's going to fall back down. So all water is off of both pieces of film. Next I'm going to take the liner and pull it off the film. And you have to pull it so that the better you squeegee it, the water out, the better the liner comes off. I'm going to put a little water in here so it keeps the static off the film. Actually I can spray the film like that. The adhesive is facing out now. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this down like this. That is the liner of the film. This can be used on another window as a transfer liner. I am soaking down the adhesive. I'm also going to soak down the window. Then I'm going to transfer it. I'm going to line up the top. You have to pull this out so it doesn't buckle up. Just flat, like this. It should be wet enough so that it slides around really nice. I'm lining up the top because I have a half an inch over. Normally this would be the whole window. We're just doing the graphics for demonstration purposes here. Adhesive is down. Take a window washer, squeegee. There are no tunnels in here, no bubbles, just water. That's a window washing squeegee. I go to the next squeegee, which is the harder squeegee. Some people call this the Blue Max, I call it a U93. Usually you turn your blade to 45 degrees, not like this, 45 degrees. I'm pushing down on both hands. We have other squeegees that are heavier that you can use. This gets about 92% of the water out of the window. Notice that this is still lipped up here. That's for cutting purposes. I'm going to pull the film off, the transfer liner film. Make sure the film stays on the glass. I am not pulling the film up with it. So just put on there with water anyways. Now, as you can see, there's no bubbles or lifts in any of these sections. We'll cut the film. Just still have water up in the edges, and water's coming down a little bit, and then you take your paper towel, piece of plastic tool, you double your towel over, we use Bounty only. And be careful not to crease the film, the edges on here. Okay, there you go. That's how you transfer a graphic using the Mylar or liner window film transfer method.